Alright, picking up where we left off. Welcome back, denizens of some place far, far away, to yet another exciting day of Let's Playing Outer Wilds. Let's not do that. Let's go check the computer, as is our custom, to find out what fancy things we should be doing today. Surprisingly, only one thing on the computer today: a dense forest along the banks of a river is the Shrouded Woodlands. I heard music coming from a candlelit building across the water, and I found a bridge that was covered leading into the darkest part of the forest. Not anything else to do there, surprisingly, but that's okay. We kind of already know what we're doing. We are heading to the stranger, and we're going to investigate that building that we found with all of the lizard elks. Of course, we need to get there soon because it's the first campfire light. What do we want to call them? Vision lights? It's the first vision quest, that section that breaks once the dam breaks. Otherwise, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and sit back and enjoy this crazy person in front of you trying to navigate through space. Okay, now we know it was the southwestern. I think we've got that firmly imprinted in our brain. And kindly, there is a bit of gravity down here that pulls us onto the launch pad, so this being our clear path forward. I mean, we have to assume that Johnny on the spot testing the lantern guy probably got sucked out into space, didn't he? Now, here's an interesting thought that we really haven't discussed. I was kind of under the assumption when we first arrived here that these artifacts were actually from their homeworld, but it appears that is not the case. They built this vessel with the intention of going and finding the Eye of the Universe, but they left their vision equipment, so to say, on their home planet. Or that seems to be at least the takeaway that I've gotten. Oh yeah, that's much faster. As long as we land in the water. As we travel to the tiny circle church. I'd say we've made pretty good time here. So we should have maximum time to investigate the area here. Now, how did we discovered a couple new things in the last playthrough, or I should say play video. We discovered we could get rid of that. I think I might have done this wrong, didn't I? We didn't want to go to Tiny Circle Church at all, did we? Or did we want to go to the... Wait. No, this is the correct way, because eventually we reach a point where we can extinguish that door, which we don't really need to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way. It's just hard to see. why lighting the candles actually does feel useful. Okay, no way over there because we need the bridge. I assume there's some kind of secret or meaningful piece to the puzzle that we may find whilst visiting the House of the Lizard Elks. I think we have to just assume that they're all going to try to kick us out of the dream world when we find them. So, in spite of how interesting they are and how tempting it is to make contact with them, I believe it is a privilege that we do not have. Or a privilege we cannot act on. Well, a privilege that you can't act on isn't much of a privilege, is it? So I suppose it is not our privilege. As long as we keep an eye out for the lantern, we should be fine. There it is. Oh, he's going down into the cellar, okay. We just follow behind him. And this time we're going to try to not give our location away. Okay, we can at least have a little bit of leeway there with the lantern. Is this the same place as last time? I feel like we were walking through this cave a really long time, but no, maybe this was the path we took last time. Okay. I'm gonna illuminate this area really quick. Okay, there's no path over there. Nothing over there. Okay, now they quit playing. There's a guy right there. I mean, he has to see us, right? There's one there. There's one there. It's almost like they're all looking at us. There's one there. Do they know? There's one up there. They have to know. Oh, the door is closed behind us. So we don't really have much of an option other than to move forward. Oh. Oh. Okay. So it appears that there are multiple guards, and they are all very intent on blowing out our candle. It seems that we don't really have much of an option as far as like taking a different path or interacting in a different way. It's almost as if we're expected to do exactly what we've done, which the game designers of Outer Wilds are very good at getting the player to do exactly what they want you to do without the player realizing it. So on using that information, I think we have to assume that yes, to an extent that is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be going in there. We get stuck, so we can't get out, so we're meant to stay there. We're meant to walk up those stairs and see the silhouette of the lizard elk against the fireplace. We're meant to be caught. But is there more? I mean, we're going to come back, right? We're going to go back and see them. Will visiting them a second time change what they do? there's the guy with the lantern. Maybe if we're really quick, we can sneak in ahead of him so we don't have to wait for him to walk the whole way. Maybe. I think the cellar was right around here. Oh, does he see us? I heard a noise. I think we spooked him. Is he looking for us? Okay, I think we spooked him, but then he's going back to look. Oh, there's two of them. We kind of bunched them together. I wonder if we bunched them together because we kind of went in there and then waited, and then that one came in from behind. So these ones that patrol, they seem very intent on preventing us from being here. The ones inside the building, they were content to satiate their curiosity of us. They allowed us to be in there for a little while. They didn't immediately blow out our lantern. It's these ones we gotta watch out for. And I'm thinking maybe we need to go in there and interact with the one next to the fireplace. But I'm having trouble remembering. I know last time we did a recording, we did that. We walked up to the one in the fireplace, but I want to say the one on the right of us, so it was the one at the fireplace's left. He got upset that we approached and grabbed us and blew out the candle. I don't know. We're going to come in here and try to just get something different to happen. And now that we're on this part of the island, I'm going to let them go ahead a little bit. And I'm actually going to illuminate this area and see if there's anything over here that maybe we missed. No, there's nothing. Okay, so we can probably just dash over there real quick, catch up with them. Okay, yeah, and the door closes behind us. So let's just... No, he is the one that grabs you. Okay. As interesting as that all is, I don't know of anything that we're getting from that. And so I think we have to look elsewhere, which is a little disappointing. It feels like we're onto something big, but in function, not really so much. I suppose we could try to time it so that we're close to one when the dam breaks, so that we could see them evaporate into nothingness. But oh, well, I think the dam just broke, so I was gonna say that really doesn't do much for us, but since the dam did just break and we don't really have the time to do anything else, we might as well... No, we couldn't get close enough to check. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, clearly I think there's something else we need to be doing. It seems that the general rule of thumb in Outer Wilds is if you try something 3 times and it doesn't work, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. General rule, of course. There's been a couple times where maybe that wasn't true, but yeah, I guess we need to go look elsewhere for our answers. We don't seem to be able to get a reaction out of them other than literally them just wanting us to leave, which, not like I can really blame them, but it's not a terribly useful reaction for us. We need something more. We need to uncover some sort of secret or another. Now, we've been here several times before. Occasionally, we'll illuminate a building and call it into existence. I want to say we have visited that building, but I can't recall specifically if we did anything useful with it. So I'm a little bit interested in maybe going back there. There is this stairway here that I feel like I always miss. A gate saying did not go this way, presumably. Oh, and then we have the Guardians, which we can bypass this Guardian by simply dousing our lantern. But that just takes us to one of these, which is a one-way raft. Okay. Right, and this takes us to the burnt-out church, but even this area we combed over pretty heavily and didn't find anything. It almost seems as if this was a receptacle for the prophecies. And it's pointed to the tower, so perhaps that's our clue? Perhaps that is the clue of this area. There's maybe a... Wait, we can drop the artifact? Perhaps that's part of a puzzle at some point. Anyway, we came over here and said that there was nothing, but the receptacle for the prophecy is pointed towards the tower. We know that this was probably one of the temples for the Eye of the Universe. And if that's the case, they must have burned the temple when they realized that the prophecy was foretelling their doom. And that's why they put this Guardian here, in order to prevent people from coming over here, since it's now considered heresy. Yeah, like, there's this keep out thing here. Now, we could teleport over there, but we already know that that just leads to one of the rafts. And I'm interested in seeing if we maybe missed something else. We don't have that much more time left. Here's an elevator shaft. We've been down there before, but of course the Guardian there kicks us out. And there's nothing over there. I don't know why that exists. It's probably a waste of time to come over here, but yeah, I mean, this path here exists. Oh, that looks like a catcher. Why is there a catcher over there? Maybe we need to go that way. Catcher being the hand that teleports you. So there's our catcher. Oh, no, it's not. It is the thing. Oh, okay, it creates the building, and that's why that bridge is there. That's the building I was mentioning. The one that we can wink into existence. Oops. The one that we can wink into existence, but I believe we visited it before, and it didn't have anything terribly interesting. It might just be a path to the raft. Yeah. So that just creates a raft for us, which we have no interest in using, although we do want to examine the tower again, the one that the prophecy receptacle is pointing to. Oh, but didn't this tower have 2 sets of stairs? So now we're in the second set of stairs, because in the Dyson ring, it had... Yeah, okay, never mind. So we're in the second set of stairs now. I don't remember having been here. This might be new. One of their instruments. The picture. Oh, shoot. We gotta hurry. I don't... Nuts. We didn't have enough time to make it. Doggone it. Well, shoot. Alright, let's regroup mentally. First off, is this the church that was burned down in the Vision World? I think the answer to that question is no. This church looks different. So I don't think there's any meaningful connection there. Second off, we can go to the Vision World in the Tiny Circle Church, but it doesn't do anything for us. We encounter the Lizard Elks, but we don't accomplish anything when we do that. So perhaps our goal should be to go immediately to the tower and take that second set of stairs and see where it leads us. And maybe one day we'll be able to translate this stuff. Although, like most functional translations, it probably just says something like exit, enter, this way to XYZ exhibit, that kind of stuff. I was hoping we could get a good view of the sun, but it's not in the cards. Is that the direction of the sun? I think so. This 1.3 gravity makes it a little difficult. At any rate. Okay. We go to the stranger, we immediately head to the tower, we take the second set of stairs. That's our game plan. Now, as far as mysteries in the Dyson ring, there's a bunch of input devices that we don't know the passwords to. There's the missing probe that had the control console smashed, so we're not really sure how that fits into things. What else is there? Those might be the 2 big leads that we have. I can't really think of a really good solid lead we have right now. I feel like the cabin where the Lizard Elks were playing music, I feel like that was our big lead, and it turns out that there wasn't anything we could do there. Oh, we bumped into something. Okay. So all together, we have a pretty good path here. Or I should say we have discovered a very good path. It's not like we've created this. Clearly this is a path put here for us by the designers, but I don't know of a faster mode of travel to get to where we need to go with an artifact in hand and not waste a bunch of time. The slowest part of the trip is actually this right here, trying to pilot this thing over to the crane and then waiting for the crane to take us up. You know, we could just jump in through the funnel or the grates. It's a little dicey, but where are they? Is this faster or is this just longer? You know what? I think that's longer. Because look, our raft is over there. Plus we lose all the momentum that we could have gotten by simply jumping off the bridge and then floating down here through the air, to be precise. Not floating in the water, obviously. There's some whitewater rapids there that we want to try and avoid. Can we do that? I don't think so, not without a raft. Maybe we can hop up here. Nope, I can't. I tried to. Oh, there's that rock. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna have to not do that, because whitewater rafting with your body is a dangerous pastime. But we'll be able to save a couple seconds by not trying to go through the dam. All right. So I suppose patience is a virtue. We'll patiently pilot this over to the crane, and we'll patiently wait while it painstakingly picks us up. You know what? I lied. We're gonna fly over to this one. Because I think this is still faster. Bless me. We are raftless, though, which may pose to be a bit of a trial. Is there a raft nearby here? Or maybe some rocks we can jump up on? Oh dear. We're gonna die again. We are so gonna die again. Alright, we're just gonna have to give up and we're gonna hit that rock. Oh, we just had 2 that time. Alright, there has to be a faster way. The tower is on nearly the other side of the entire ring. This is no longer a practice of necessity, and this is a practice of curiosity. I refuse to accept that there is not an efficient way to skip all of the things I don't want to do. Not when we have a jetpack. If we didn't have a jetpack, I might just suck it up and be like, okay, that's the way it has to be. Could we try going backwards? Or, hold on, can't we go through the valley's ghost matter? I'm not really sure how to describe it. The ghost matter passage. Won't that take us to the other side of the ring? And won't that, in turn, also take us near the tower? Maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe my problem is I shouldn't be... Maybe my problem is I shouldn't be taking the raft. So let's go up instead of down. Quickest way over there is that way. And as long as we avoid the, yeah, that. So we just have to go that, like that, right? From straight across, we should be safe. And... yeah, we can just go straight along the edge there. Okay, now does this... No! The tower is right over there, and there's no way we can get past those rapids. This can't be the end. I refuse to accept it. Okay. I think we did it. I think we can get there like this. Yeah. Is this faster? I don't know. It might be. It might be faster simply by virtue of the fact that we can kind of use the jetpack to hurry ourselves along. Is it meaningfully faster? Probably not. Also, it's not going to matter if we die here, so... or rather, what I mean to say is the speed we gain won't matter if we die in the end, so... which, thankfully, we didn't. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I think it probably would have been just as fast if we had taken the raft. Maybe we saved a little bit of time. Probably not. Doesn't matter. The point of the matter is we are here now. We are ready to continue our investigation. Okay, first things first, we need to light the building into existence And we need to do that by going to our left. We hear one of the lizard elks walking around. Probably up there. Uh-oh, that was nearly a fatal mistake. Alright, now that we are properly on the track we wish to be on, I am curious as to what we're going to find at the top of this tower. Oh, just the top of the tower, I guess. Tiny circle church, tower, cliffside church, and diving bell. Sadly, I don't think this gets us anything. We've got a nice view of all of these things below, but it doesn't really do us anything. How do we get there? Wait, no, we've been there. That's the light that creates that house. A thought occurs to me. Will we die if we drop the lantern and jump into the water? Because the lantern won't extinguish. I mean, let's try. What was that? Wait, what? Was that a glitch or was that intended? But you heard that sound effect, right? It seemed like there was a sound effect and a bright light. Peculiar. I'm going to do that again. I don't think it's actually going to get us anything that gets us closer to solving any mysteries or anything like that, but I want to see that again. It was strange. Here's another thought. We could, maybe it's distance from the lantern. If you get too far from your lantern, then trouble happens. So let's drop the artifact there, and let's just go up these stairs. Oh. What? Whoa. Is this because we're far away from the lantern? It's like when you get too far away from your VR headset. Oh. Oh look, there's a dude walking around over there. Oh, there's one there? So it wasn't because we jumped into the water, it's because we traveled away in proximity from the lantern. It's almost like the signal is weaker, so the music is shifted and the texture is missing and things like that. Well, because I'm lazy and I don't want to walk all the way back down. Okay. So we know if we leave the lantern, it creates, actually, frankly, an easier method of seeing things. I don't know about you, but I would prefer to just see everything lit up like that, because it was much easier to navigate. Well, I say that, now I can't see where I'm going. Okay, so... Oh, the lantern creates a bubble. A bubble of perception, of seeing everything the way that the creator of this vision wanted you to see it? Is it truly a virtual world? Will the Guardian come after us if we don't even have proximity to our lantern? Will it be able to detect us if we don't have proximity to our lantern? Now, I am afraid we are going to have to go back and grab it, simply because if we don't... Oh, and I can't see the picture we're supposed to jump in, because we're briefly inside the bubble in there, so I'm going to have to jump out and do this again. But I don't know if maybe the Guardians will get a little flubbed if we drop the lantern when we're next to them. Let's go try that. So the Guardian in question is... We can go right or left. I believe we'll run into it either way. Perhaps, is that why... Have we come up here? Oh, rather down here, right. Is that how things can be brought into existence and extinguished? Is it because you're just changing the programming? So let's drop the artifact and walk over here and see if we can leave the bubble, so to say. Okay. Now, the Guardian is emitting a signal. Oh, but yeah, it definitely still sees us. But we can definitely see this area much easier now. Sounds like the dam broke, but that's okay. We should be okay in the tower for the time being. How do we get past that Guardian? Okay, that's the sound of the lizard elks in the tiny circle church dying. Okay, so we've at least confirmed that dropping the lantern doesn't actually help us get past the Guardian. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll continue to investigate. Is there any meaning in sending that up without us in it? No, it's just a good way to get stuck. Okay, yeah. Oops. Is there another way up? Probably not. And there's just no way to get past this thing. I tried to extinguish that candle, but it didn't seem like we were able to. Even though we reached it, I wasn't able to. I didn't see a prompt or anything like that to push E to extinguish it. Which kind of makes me think maybe we need to douse that whole area in water. But how? Because we've seen before that water naturally extinguishes light, or the flames, rather. Here's a catcher, but how do we get to the other side? Well, naturally we would be standing over there when we use it, but when there's what appears to be an elevator going down, perhaps this is just a dead end. I'm tempted to walk around a bit more without the lantern, but obviously we need the lantern to interact with certain things, so it doesn't do us a whole lot of good to just leave it be. Although I am gonna... Actually, let's point it in this direction so we can see a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go out here, because I want to see this area. This area is super dark. I want to see if there's just anything we missed here. Interesting. So it appears we can see the area that the Guardian affects by virtue of the beam that it's shooting out. Oh, but we can't interact with this. What's this? Oh, that's the, well, I assume that's what recalls the raft. We see there that Guardian, its cone of sight is quite large. But if we could find a way behind it, we could evade it. But yes, doing that, it would be quite difficult. Okay, so we can go back and forth between these two areas. There's the lantern. Or not lantern, sorry. There's the elevator, but how would we get there? Well. Oh, we're alive. I wasn't expecting that. Dang it. So that doesn't appear to be the way to get down there, unsurprisingly. Although we do know we can jump down there and live. I don't know if that will be important for one reason or another. I mean, theoretically we could leap down behind the Guardian statue. Although that seems unlikely due to the fact that there's no ability to leap down close to that statue. Does jumping down here do anything for us? Probably not. We at least know it's possible to go down there, though. There's a whole thing there. Unfortunately, though, we're out of time again. Oh, this is floating. Can we interact with this? Oh, we can. Oh, that's right. They don't work when it's filled with water. Okay, so what do we need to do? We've gone to the tower a couple times. We found out you could climb up to the top of the tower. We found out that you can drop your lantern, which reveals almost a virtual reality-esque environment, showing, in a sense, that the whole existence of the vision world is digital in some form or another. It doesn't help us get past the Guardians, but it does show us where the Guardians' line of sight is. Therefore, we know that as long as we're not within that line of sight, we're safe, so to say. We've also... what else did we determine? There has to be more. No, I think that's it. I think we simply just have to come back here, go back into the tower, and see what else we can find. Sadly, in spite of all of our personal discoveries, we haven't done anything that's queued a ship log update. Well, same as before, let's race back to the stranger, and this time I suppose we'll take the patient route. Uh-oh. Where are we? Here we go. Oh, son of a biscuit. Our landing gear got jammed, not our engines. What's going on here? Once we get to the church, though, it affords us the majority of the 22-minute life cycle, day cycle, whatever you want to call it. We probably have close to 19 minutes when we get there, so it's a nice chunk of time to explore. I do feel pretty satisfied with what we did explore while we were there. I feel like we've pretty thoroughly combed through those couple areas, and I don't think we're missing anything there. At least, nothing that we don't already need another clue for. Like, it's very possible we're missing something, but nothing obvious. Nothing that we need to do right this second. We need a raft, so let's just jump down here and grab that one. Now, hold up. Did we ever... Hold on, we're gonna make a detour. Did we ever explore this ghost matter-ridden shack? It has a symbol on it. We could use the same technique we used last time, where we send our scout up and, send our scout up and take pictures of ourselves. If I can locate ourselves. It's a little difficult, because there's clearly ghost matter there. Okay, there's us on the camera. So as long as we go this way, we should be safe. Let's actually just put it into photo mode, and we'll do it this way. This is probably faster. I think every time before when I saw this, I was like, oh no, it's ghost matter. I don't want to get near that. But I realized it's probably here for a reason. Is there anything under it? Oh, there's an entrance under it. An entrance that seems to be safe. Okay, so there's a bunch of ghost matter over there. Oh! Gosh darn it! There's an artifact there. I can't believe it. We could have saved ourselves all that time. Is that a reel? Oh, they seem to be damaged. Oh. Oh! Those are lanterns, but they're infested with ghost matter. It's almost as if they tried to destroy them with ghost matter. Wait a minute. Why is there ghost matter in here? That doesn't make sense with the timeline of events. Oh, here's another artifact. How... Well, first of all, this is great, because this is another artifact that we can very quickly obtain without having to go to the almost looks like a crate filled with these lanterns. Anyway, we can get an artifact without having to go to the cliffside village, which in turn means we can grab a raft from this side of the ring and get to the tower quicker. It's a minor discovery, but still technically a slightly faster route. Oh, and there's a raft right there. How did we miss that? Could have taken that every time that we died. Anyway, yeah, the ghost matter timeline. Didn't the ghost matter appear in this solar system like 1,000 years ago, or even millions of years ago? Like, potentially a number of years so vast that the Harthians had time to evolve into their current state. Enough time to pass that the majority of ghost matter had evaporated. So, I feel like I must extrapolate one of two possibilities. One is the lizard elks were here millions of years ago, and they've been asleep for millions of years, which doesn't make sense. I feel like that's probably not what happened. Theory number two, they obtained bits of ghost rock and used it to purposefully try to sabotage the rest of the lanterns? But that doesn't make sense because they're using the lanterns. Are the lanterns powered by ghost rock? Is ghost rock somehow necessary for their construction? That table specifically had a bunch of ghost rock next to the lanterns, which leads me to believe that they were either trying to destroy them or were perhaps tinkering on them, tinkering with them, and then an accident happened. The ghost rock escaped. Ghost matter. I'll get it right one of these days. An accident happened during the construction of these lanterns. The ghost matter then escaped, and they had to abandon that specific room because, well, ghost matter is lethal. We assume it's lethal to the lizard elks as well. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Anyway, regardless, we are here yet again. We could try to jump down that hole again, but I don't think it's going to help us. It seems that we have to take the elevator down, but how do we get to the elevator? There's also an elevator over there. So if we had a way to get up from this building up there, maybe we could take, what, that elevator down? Maybe. Or if we had a way up there. Well, we'll have to keep looking. Now see, once we come over here, there's no way back. We don't want to go down there. It really doesn't leave us with too terribly many other options. I think the only other option is we ignite this and we take a raft somewhere. Wait, no, we don't take a raft that way. Hold on. So there's a lizard elk up there. There's also a lizard elk up there. There sounds like there's one above us. Although I don't see anything. feel like I'm drawing a couple blanks here. Let's go take a raft. We might as well. Now, we know if we blow out all the candles on this raft, we will transition. What is this raft doing? We will transition to the inner sanctum. Let's just call it that. I don't really have a good name for it. We also know that leaving our artifact behind will cause us to see weird things. This is only accessible if we use the cliffside. The cliffside entrance, and it doesn't really get us anything because all we do is just take the elevator down from there to there. It's not like it unlocks anything. Now this diving bell. We've been here a couple times, but we've never really truly understood the significance of this location. Let's try dropping the artifact here and seeing if that reveals anything that we maybe missed the first time. Now, the path that the raft has to take is outlined here by these white dots. That was something I noticed happened in the elevator as well. Now, we can look in here just like we could when we had the lantern, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, wait. Did this happen last time? So they're taking the lantern, they're going into the diving bell, they go to sleep, and they appear in the dream world, where they take the obelisk from the dream world downstairs. Okay. I think we've seen that before, but I guess that insinuates, I think that's all we're supposed to take away from this. The obelisk used to be in the diving bell in the dream world, or should I say, maybe I should start calling it the virtual world. And it existed, and it still exists, we can find it in the real world. But they moved it in the virtual world. So perhaps what they did is they took a scan of everything in... I'm starting to think that's what they did. They took a scan of everything in their Dyson ring. Like, they used some kind of computer to... kind of almost the way you do modeling, where if you want a character in a game or a computer graphic movie, you will scan their face to actually model it as the basis for the actual model for the character. Of course, after that, different things will be done and they'll make changes and stuff like that, but I wonder if they essentially scanned their Dyson ring and then put pieces of the Dyson ring into their virtual world, and then ultimately made their virtual world look like their home planet, because of course they missed their home planet. Now this is the area that we would normally be able to go find, that we would normally be able to go find the cabin with the lizard elk playing instruments, but of course we can't do that because we're not on the other side of it, and so we can't open that door. But otherwise, yeah, that's the area right over there where the lizard elk standing in front of the campfire is. Now I'm afraid this may just bring us back to where we started, and indeed it does look that way. Yep. So there's one more experiment I'd like to try then. Let's summon a raft. Let's get it close to us. And let's drop the artifact. And let's just take the raft. Like, what's gonna happen? Because we're gonna lose our lantern. But now we don't have the ability to summon a raft. What will the game do, so to say? You know, and frankly, if this is a virtual world, these caves that are essentially loading zones make perfect sense now. Because they felt like loading zones. Look at those bridges. Hold up. Wait. Didn't we go up there and those bridges weren't there? Like, haven't we looked at this several times and gone, gee, there's an opening in the cliff, how do we get over there? Is there a bridge there the whole time and we just couldn't see it? I think we need to go back to the cliffside fire. Yeah, and look, more white dots that indicate where the elevator can go. It's almost like they had to program the elevators in their virtual world. And there's the boundaries of the world. The skybox. Oh shoot. We're not gonna get to see anymore. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and meditate until the next loop. No need to wait for the sun to explode this time. Because I think we at least have a very minor lead where if we go to the cliffside flame, enter the virtual world there, let's give the cliffside entrance another look to see maybe if there's actually a bridge there and we just can't see it. And it's one of those leap of faith kind of things where just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, and you just have to walk across as if there is a bridge. Because apparently there is. This at least will be a little easier because we can use the secret entrance into the stranger, being that it will take us right to the cliffside village. Okay. So we just need to get up there. And at the very least, we know that there isn't really a specific reason yet, or at least right now, for us to go to one particular entrance into the virtual world over another, other than each section does seem to be locked off if you don't enter in from that section. So this particular section of the virtual world, aka the cliffside section, has an elevator, and if you don't take the elevator down, it won't be down and you can't come back here. And the tiny circle church has the door that you have to extinguish, and then of course the tower has the building that you must wish into existence. Now here's our bridges. There's one there, there's one here. Yeah, look at that. Now, does that mean that there is a bridge there, or does that simply mean that there isn't a bridge there, but it's been programmed so that there could be a bridge there? How do we even get over there? I suppose there's one way to test this out. It's going to waste a bit of our time, but let's extinguish that. Let's drop the lantern and walk this way. Oh, but the bridge isn't here anymore. Now that's strange. The bridge actually isn't there. Not even in the virtual world. But yet it appears there's no bridge up there. But when we look at it in the virtual world, there is one. What I was wondering is, maybe it shows as being there regardless of whether it's extinguished or lit, but that does not appear to be the case. Now, according to the virtual world, there is a bridge there. So we're going to drop the artifact over there. We're going to walk this way. And, well, there is a bridge here. You just can't see it. All right. So, I guess we just walk. Well, that's pretty cool. And that's how we get over here. So what does this do for us? What? Oh. Oh, we can't relight it. Oh, look, you can see the guy. He's out there walking. So we kind of extinguished his house. It sounded like he didn't like it. Not that I can blame him. Oh, interesting. So now we can come through there. Wait, what? Oh, that was there the whole time? You're kidding me. So he seems to be fine, at least. But his house, obviously, lost its power. And navigating here is going to be difficult, because it's so dark. Do these things still work? These catchers? One thing we could do is we could drop the lantern again. And that would let us see things without any trouble. But I'm wondering if maybe we need the lantern for something, so I'm a little remiss to drop it. Okay, those still work. All the lanterns are out, though. Oh crap. He's not happy with us. What did we do? Where did we go? What do we want? Oh, we're in the room. We're in his room. Okay, I extinguished the light. I know you can't tell, but I'm just sitting here. Oh, crap. It appears that he found us somehow and grabbed us through what appeared to be maybe a divider of sorts or something like that. That's okay, though. So, what does this accomplish? This lets us get into his projector room. What does that accomplish? I actually don't know. Now, let's drop the lantern. Because the lantern is what gives us away. And let's navigate through here just with our virtual vision, so to say. And maybe we can kind of pinpoint what we want to try to do. The problem is we can't use the catchers. Which means we might have to do this with our lantern. Oh, there he is. But I bet he can't see us. He looks like one of the avatars. Yeah, he can't see us. He looks like one of the avatars in our modern day VR games, where they're really simplified and things like that. Oh, what is all this? I wish we could see it. See it with textures, that is. Kind of just seems like normal sitting stuff. So they're not really even here. They're basically interacting with all of these things the same way you and I would interact with a Oculus game, where all you have is your hands and your head, since those are the only things being tracked. unfortunately, I think this is where our path ends. Yeah, because we need the catcher. Which means we need to have the lantern, at least at the beginning of that area. We could try jumping down here, maybe. This is probably going to kill us, though. Probably. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We had to walk back and grab the lantern anyway, so we don't really lose a ton of time. And I'm pretty sure... Are we close to running out of time just in general? I think so. I think the dam already broke, didn't it? Or... We've done so many cycles, I can't even remember. Regardless, we know we can go down and not up. Going down is fine. Oh, we don't want to go down there. This is where we died. Okay, so from here, let's drop the artifact and give us a little bit of light into the doorway. Oh, where are we? Oh, he's waiting for us. Kind of. He is waiting for us, but can he see us? Wait, do we even exist? Oh. Oh. He killed us. We got an achievement for that. Ouch, my bones. Okay, I had wondered because without the ability to blow out our lantern, I was not entirely sure how they were going to kick us out of the virtual world. Apparently that's how. I can't deny that that had a certain amount of amusement factor tied to it. So, if that's the case, their frame of vision is very limited when we don't have a lantern. But eventually they still can indeed see us. Or maybe they can't see us. Maybe what they do is they feel us. Because we were really close. We were like right on top of him. And it still treated us as if sorry, words. See, we're right in front of him here. He should be able to see us. So I have to assume the only reason he caught us is because we touched him. So they can probably sense when we come into contact with them, but not when we walk right in front of them. We're almost like cheating the system. We're cheating the virtual world here. A glitch, almost. Narratively, of course. Obviously, this is an intended part of the game. Oh, what's this? Not sure. So we have snuck past him, but to what end? I suppose we could attempt to maybe jump up here? Oh, he does not like that. Okay. So we're not able to do that. Perhaps we've missed our window of opportunity. In that... we were able to get into his projector room when he didn't know we were here. But now he seems quite adamant on guarding that specific... I wish we could jump down there. Does that actually get us anything if we jump down there? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not sure why we wanted to get into his projector room, but we may no longer be able to do so. Now wait, what if we lured him away? Like, he's over there, right? Yeah, yeah. Come after us, come after us. Oh, now he can't see us. Okay. Oh, just kidding. We might be getting somewhere with this. This may be the intended way we are meant to solve this puzzle. It may just be that we are not allowed past him. I'm not entirely sure. Still, I think there's merit in giving this another try or so. At any rate, we're at least getting very familiar with this particular house. Okay, so if we draw him over... Oh, maybe we just want to bypass him. Like, what if we come this way? Yeah, yeah, come this way. Okay, he's over there. Nice, I think we can do this. Yeah, so we just drop the lantern and get him to go after it. He's like, what? I've been bamboozled. Again, though, I don't know why we wanted to do this. Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought it was a hole in the wall. It is not. Now, which of these rooms was his projector room? It's actually kind of hard to tell. Oh, and there's another one? Okay. Yeah, they really can't see you. We need this, though. We need to be able to put the lantern there so that we can create the bridge so that we can cross. Now, we could have created the bridge before doing all this. That sounds actually like the easier option. We could sneak over here before extinguishing the entire house, create the bridge, then go back, extinguish the house, and perhaps that's the method we should use. Because then we can jump back over there. Yeah, because I don't think we can do this without the lantern. So as clever as it felt to circumvent the guy over there by dropping our own lantern, unfortunately it does not get us to where we need to be. And there are a couple different winding paths here. What's that? There are a couple different winding paths here, and I think we could probably lose him. The lizard elk, that is. We could probably lose him without dropping the lantern. So we should just shine the light on him, and then we go this way. We should be good, right? Maybe. Oh, he's a scary guy. They move kind of slow, though, you know? Will he chase us up here? Oh, he will. Okay. But I bet he can't find us. So he will go after the lantern. He'll even extinguish his own lantern sometimes in an attempt to conceal himself. Now, if he shines his lantern like that, will we... What if we step into the lantern when he shines it? Will he see us? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping he goes back downstairs. I don't think he is, though. Alright, he's shining the lantern. Yeah, he sees us if... Yeah, okay, okay. See, they can only see us if they shine the lantern on us. Unfortunately, we still need our lantern. And there's that guy, of course, and he's going to be guarding the bridge device, which I think is kind of our dead end. Like, we've been able to bypass this guy on the stairs, but I don't think we can bypass this guy who's, like, right in front of the thing we need to interact with. Maybe we can get his attention? Like, hey, we're here. We've still got the guy behind us, and that's my bigger concern. We came up here several times. Oh, look, we got it. Nice. We came up here several times, and each time I was like, why is this place so big? Now I know why. Oh. Not happy. Oh, he caught us. Okay. That's okay, we lit the bridge, so we can at least go back in and potentially do the same thing, even though it's just been highly inefficient to do it this way. Oh, actually, no, we can't. That screaming wasn't the tiny circle church being flooded. That screaming was the tower falling. We're actually going to die in the virtual world. There's an elevator over there. Wait, what is... Hold on, what is this place? Oh, never mind. This is the elevator that just goes down. That's fine. We've already seen that. Wait, but that was the bridge, right? Yeah, that was the whole reason we did this. It was literally just to create this bridge so that we could go over here. So that we could take... Oh, but there's a secret bridge? Hold on, really quickly. Shoot. Oh, I don't know if we have enough time. Is that bridge there in the textured virtual world? Oh, it isn't. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We need to come over here simply so that we can travel across this bridge. Now, where this leads, I don't know. We're not going to get the chance to find out either. So it leads to another lens or magnifying glass or whatever you want to call those that creates something. Okay, so this is probably a far simpler way to handle all of this. We go into the cliffside flame. We simply don't extinguish the nice lizard elk people's house so that they don't get upset with us. And then from there, we activate the bridge and then go across and figure out what that lens on the other side does. Since we'll be able to just carry our lantern across unaccosted at that point. Nope, we hit something again. Gosh darn space. So we never really did determine the point of extinguishing the lizard elk's cliffside house, though. I'm not entirely certain why we would do that, like what we gain from it. I kept saying, oh, we went into his projector room, but I was saying that because when he caught us that first time, it looked like we were there because we were next to a big kind of like white paned wall. But I guess the question is, was I mistaken? You know, did we maybe not actually get anywhere new? And if so, where is the exit? There we go. If so, then why would we extinguish the house at all? Because frankly, it's going to be a lot easier to activate that bridge when those guys are not upset with us. So it is interesting. There are objects that clearly exist in the virtual world that can be created or banished by extinguishing them or igniting them. Then there are objects that do not visually exist in the virtual world, but still are interactable, much like a video game. Or, well, I say a video game because my context of virtual worlds is predominantly limited to video games, but theoretically, you know, it also extends to any kind of virtual construction. Yeah, here's the room where he's looking at old photographs. Why would we want in here? I bet we did get in here because I bet that door opens. But is there anything in here we would want? I don't think so. If we ever have any inkling... Oh, look, that door opened too. That was closed before. Yeah, if there's ever any inkling like that we need to do something like that, we know that we can access this room by extinguishing the lights, but until we have a good reason to, I say we just leave them alone. Because, like, what do we get out of doing that? It's also possible that this door here opens. Oh, wait a minute. No, that door does open. That's the point of extinguishing the house. It doesn't extinguish the house, it extinguishes all the flames in the house. And by extinguishing those flames, we then can go through every door. That's why the doors open. The doors open because the flames are no longer there to keep them closed. So potentially there is still something we want to be down here for. Like if we come down here, and if there's a door that's closed, like what about this? This always seemed fishy to me. This picture, does this, and there's two lanterns right next to it. I bet this picture disappears if we extinguish the flames, and I bet, and so does that door. Oh wait, no, would it? There aren't lights on either side of that door. I'm not sure about that door, but I bet that's a door. And so really, really what we want to do is go and extinguish those, extinguish all the flames in the house so that we can access those doors. We will do that after investigating this weird bridge that I want to visually see really quickly. Okay, so it really is just straight perpendicular to this. So I think we can do that just by sight. And we just walk. I hope. I'm getting cold feet. Is it there or is it there? I'm gonna try here. Okay, it is there. Alright, so this is the first time we've been up here, which is nice, but what does this do? Uh-oh. Wait. But what's the point of that? That's nice and all, but that doesn't do anything for us, does it? Wait. Hold up. What? We've already been here. Oh my goodness. So we don't have to go through the entire house. We literally just come over here. Ish. Come over here, ish. And oh yeah, right here. And then we just go. What do we aim for? We aim for that. Nice. So we can just bypass everything in the house. We can extinguish everything in the house. And we don't have to play Ring Around the Rosie with the guys in the house. It's a shortcut. Now here, there's one more thing I wanted to check. There's this cliffside, this crack in the cliffside, yeah. So let's see if there's a bridge. Oh, there isn't. So there really are just like 3 bridges. There's that one. Oh no, there it is. There's that crack in the cliffside. Just want to see. Uh-oh. Well, didn't want to see that close. But yeah, I think we got it. So we know there's a secret picture here. One of these is fake. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So we can come over here. We extinguish the whole house. Giggle maniacally to ourselves. They're not very happy about it. But all we need to do is just come this way. Take the shortcut down. I guess it really doesn't matter whether that's lit or not. And from here, we have a much easier access to the picture of the tree, so to say. And hopefully this bypasses all the lizard elks. We just want to go down. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, he's right there. So I think maybe the reason they can't see us when we shine the light on them like that is because the light only exists in our perceived virtual world. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Guys, I'm legitimately stuck. I can't move. Like, you know, cannot move. Well, that's annoying. All right, is there a no-click command? How do we access debug console? Well, shoot. I guess we meditate until the next loop. Hey, get us stuck. Get us unstuck. You, Mr. Lizard Elk. We've fallen for your ingenious loot against the chair trap. Come pull us out of here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to meditate. Well, on the one hand, that's a little annoying. On the other hand, I suppose that gives us ample time to go back and get into that specific location without wasting the time that we did before. Secrets among secrets among secrets. I always think of, what's his name? Tarantulas? I can't remember. He was one of the robots in Beast Wars. Megatron does not see the webs within the webs. I'm actually not a fan of Transformers in general, but I love Beast Wars. Mostly for the writing. I say that like it's high-class writing. It's not. I liked it. I liked it. Okay. The real question we need to ask ourselves is, how did they get the lanterns to appear on the sill of the painting and lock themselves in behind? That's the real Houdini trick. What do you call that? A locked room murder? How did they lock themselves in their own room? Of course, that just makes me think maybe there's one lizard elk that stayed behind and we just haven't found them yet. Wouldn't that be fancy dancy? Alright, we're gonna go through here. Extinguish these poor people's house. Take the shortcut ladder down. Not get trapped by the extremely sophisticated, world-class loot against the chair technique trap. We know there is a lizard elk in that tiny room overlooking the... Oh, what's that down there? Oh, that's the crack in the cliff that we keep seeing that we could just walk across, apparently, because there's a bridge there. Okay, yeah. We need to be careful of him. Let's just gun it. You know? He sees us, he's like, "Arr!" We're just gonna run. I bet he's chasing after us, but I don't think he can catch us. Okay. We got the elevator. Later, taters. Whoa. That's a lot of history. Did they burn all of these in the real world? So, let's go explore. Insert artifact? I'd rather not. Artifact does not fit. Are we on a boat? We're on a boat! Use interface. Okay, but I can't see. Wait. Of course. This is the projector. This is... Okay, so these are all slides. But what does putting the... Oh. Okay. You're kidding me. Can we watch all of these? Oh, we're lighting... Okay, so normally you would need a lantern, but now we're using the flame of our lantern. Sorry, normally you would need a different lantern, you know, the more normal lanterns, but we're using the artifact lantern. Now, wait a minute. These are ones we've already seen. Oh, but the missing slides, the burnt slides are here. Okay. Because obviously they're not burned in the virtual world. Alright, so they all see their planet. They're very sad. They console each other. Now here's the missing bit. Now what is this? They have some kind of machine. They're drawing energy. Flashlights? Oh, yeah, they're scanning it. They're scanning their world. Just like we said they did. So they scanned their world, they go to sleep. Yeah, okay. We'd put that together already, but that's confirmation. I'm happy to have confirmation. Let's grab that one. We're kind of short, so we have to jump to get these. I want to be centered. Alright. Oh, this is one I don't recognize. It almost looks glitched. Okay, so we're walking in the virtual world with the lantern. Yep, and there's the... We already figured this out. There's the bubble that shows them everything. Puts the lantern down, walks out of it. Yeah, we discovered this. Yeah. I feel like we figured that out in the wrong order, but that's okay. Oh, but we can't go any... I want to watch all of them. What do you mean we can't go any further? I mean, of course, it would be ridiculous for the developers to actually have footage for every single one of those slides. But... Wow, where are we? There's a catcher over there. Oh, and a fancy bridge. This is great. This is really good design, because if we hadn't already figured out that you can just drop the lantern and walk away from it, we absolutely would have figured it out here. Because what I did just there, I totally forgot that I wasn't holding this artifact. So it's natural for players to see this door open, they'd come up here, they'd grab the slide reels, they'd watch that, they'd be like, oh, I want more slide reels. They'd walk around here, they're like, oh, I can't find them, I want more slide reels. And then they'd walk this way just like we did, and then they would discover exactly what they had just seen on the slide reel. And they would also see that, hey, there are sometimes invisible bridges. We figured all that out on our own without doing that, but that does not in any way mean that this was not fantastic level design. Because any player who hadn't done that would have figured it out just then. There's the obelisk in the distance. Now I believe it wanted us to go up here like this, and then across here like this. Open. It's a rock. I don't get it. Should we go where we want to? Should we leave our lanterns behind? Oh. It's a glitch in the system. Yeah, so this very much is a virtual world. It's not a dream world. I don't get it though. What's the point of this? We could try hopping down, I suppose. I don't know why we would want to, though. Perhaps it's shallow? Maybe. Maybe not. No, it is not shallow. It is decidedly not shallow. In spite of the fact that we are amphibious in nature, we lack the capability to swim in any regard, and also cannot breathe underwater. So be it. But, that all being said, let's go straight back there. And, what is our goal, to be honest? I have to think that it is to... what, precisely? Yeah, I'm having trouble kind of putting the pieces together. I know if we hadn't... It's kind of interesting. We actually still discovered everything we needed to discover. Hold on. I'm actually curious about something. If we... there's a big open spot. Ugh, so dark. There's a big open spot on that walkway, and I want to know if there's a bridge there. Oh no. I can't see anything. There we go. I'm gonna say no bridge. Now we have to find our way back somehow. Yeah, sorry, it's just weird that there's this... Oh, there's the open spot, because that's where the bridge appears if you create it. Of course. How foolish of me. But yeah, this is good design too, because this guy's gonna chase you, and he's like, ah, I'm coming after you. And naturally you would run, and you'd be like, oh no, I have nowhere to go. And then you'd be incentivized to run this way, discovering the fake bridge. Which I had realized the first time we were here, but didn't say it because we were seeing so many more exciting things. But okay, we found what appears to be like a glitch in the system. There's a lot of slides down here, although theoretically we could use them to read, like, it's just interesting. We could use the slides to read the burnt slides if we found any extras. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to find any extras other than the 2 that we found. It seems unlikely. I might just have to accept the fact that we literally only came here to learn all the things that we learned while coming here. There might not be any other secrets. If we somehow found a way to extinguish these lights, perhaps we would be able to travel elsewhere, but it's not looking like we can. The obelisk is there off in the distance. Coming over here is interesting, but there's nothing we can really do here. Okay, I'm gonna try one last thing. I'm gonna try jumping, like, into it. No. Okay. Well, with this newfound knowledge, then, I suppose our only recourse is to... what? Let's send the elevator up and see... Nope. Come back! Come back! Oh well. Oh, we're glitching out again. Oh, God. Alright. We're getting played by an elevator. Anyway, we were able to walk on the water in the location where we found ourselves to be in when we had extinguished the candles on the elevator. I'm curious as to testing to see if there's any similarity. I also wonder if that lizard elk is still there. Yep. He's like, "Hey, come back here, you rotten kid." Oh, that's terrifying. Oh man, he's gonna catch us. Whew. That was spooky. I'm not gonna lie, my heart was pounding a little bit there. Even though I know there's like no consequences if he catches us. Something about being chased that immediately like exhilarates you. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the in-between place. Alright, so how do we do this? We go into the loading zone. I think I can safely call it a loading zone now, since we are in a virtual world. And yeah, here we end up here. Let's drop the artifact. And originally I thought we were walking on water, but now I know that's not the case. We were just walking. There's all these locations. Is that the place we were? Maybe? Because those kind of look like the slide reels. I don't think we've been over there. But it doesn't look like we're walking on a bridge or anything like that. It looks just like... Oh, look! There's floating platforms over there. Okay. Let's go back and grab our lantern. We'll go this way. We'll break the seal on the obelisk, and then we can use the floating platforms to potentially, theoretically, get to yet another... There we go. Get to yet another seal on the obelisk. Because we had tried to do this earlier, and we actually hit some of those platforms. I thought we did, but looking at this, I don't think we did. Oh my goodness, we did! It's just that we got really lucky. Because we had messed with this before we had tried to go this way. And we were like falling down a stair step of we did, what did we do? We did sun, flame, hold on. We did sun, eye, flame. Yeah, and that's why it looked, because we walked down here, we fell down, we stepped on that one, we fell down on another one, and I was like, oh, how peculiar. So we don't actually even need a password here. There is no real password, so to say. It's literally, we're just interacting with that in order to create a bridge. I had wondered how they were going to do this, since I assumed they wanted us to take the lantern across. But then again, I guess we don't need the lantern to extinguish things, so... Oh, more screams, so the end of the world is coming shortly. So we've managed to extinguish 2 of the 3 seals. 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 3 which means we've solved essentially 2 of the 3 puzzles. But that doesn't help us with these guardians. Although, no. Yeah, the guardians are crisscrossing their what do you call that? They're crisscrossing their vision. I assume we need a password in order to shut them off. But perhaps the mystery of that password is still hidden in the... Which one is it? It's not the diving bell. The diving bell actually takes us here, doesn't it? Up there, yeah. So the diving bell takes us there. The cliffside village takes us to the cliffside virtual world. The tower takes us to the village. What did we do there? I think the tower is the one we haven't solved, because the tiny circle church puzzle... Well, no, we haven't really solved a puzzle there either. Oh well. Regardless, we need to figure out how to shut off those guardians. Probably just yet another trick. What if we don't look at them? What if we walk backwards? No. There must be some secret. Some way to turn off the bells? If we turned off the bells that are above the flame, they wouldn't wake us up. At any rate. I think that's going to have to wait until the next episode of this one, because that is all the time I have for Outer Wilds today. So, as always, I thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, take care out there, and I'll see you in the next one.